Good morning, January 5th, 2026. Happy New Year's. A little late. We've all been busy. I hope that your layers ended up being beautiful over the holidays. Mine were plentiful and bountiful. Anyways, yeah, so personally did an exercise over the last few nights of 2025, just going over the thick of it. Starts right here. Seeing if I had a decent balance, and to my surprise, I really did. So the first thing I did when going over the last year was I was looking for a word that's going to represent 2026. And the first words that popped up, I wrote 4 down. I picked 1. So out of mine, I picked pivot, discipline, obedience, and discernment. But the one that popped the most was pivot. So I have gone over the high times. I showed up. I was there. I was over there. I was here. I was out there. I was all the way down there. I didn't go that way, but I was everywhere, basically. I showed up. I got Freddie. Come here, Freddie. Freddie, come here. She's literally right here. I got Freddie. She's 3 years old, but she looks like a kitten. Come on, Freddie, say hi. Hi, YouTube. I'm just a forever kitten. And my mom spoils me so much. Anyway, so I got Freddie. I improved my physical health. I processed grief, improved educationally, and grew aware of pride. There were low times. I lost a very long connection, like my adopted sister, and to my child. Losing that connection was deep, and I had also lost my hamster Kiwi at the same time. So my neurons a lot of connections were broken this year. I burned out several times. I got sick several times. Probably because I didn't let myself rest. That negative criticism and not let it go. For some reason, the 6 in the low time sounds like so many, like way more than 6 compared to the other ones, even though they all have 6 answers. Anyways, my highlights of 2025 were continuing my treatment in recovery, always healing. That's what we do. Starting my little show where I get to share whatever I want. Yeah, maintaining relationships with my family. I worked and went to school at the same time. Not doing that again, though. I've been investing in my worth. on a huge self-love journey. Yes, so that's what's going. While I stay very busy, I bought the most expensive car I've ever had in my life. Yes, I love you, Raven. I progressed in medical treatment and I transitioned to a healthier diet. What have I learned this year? I learned that pride can hold you back, that band-aids don't work on the soul. I learned how to separate from social media while learning how to speak to the public. I'm learning to slow down and a lot about physical health. What am I proud of? There's some reoccurring things, but just overcoming obstacles. The times I did let go, when I went to school and improved my scores, starting my YouTube channel, thinking ahead and staying assertive, which I'm surprised I have not done any videos about staying assertive because it's so important to be assertive. Yes, it is. It really is. And the last page I have that I'll share was my stop, continue, and start for 2026. To stop trying to change and control what I simply can't. The usual. Instantly reacting. Stop beating myself up. Stop putting all my eggs in one basket. Stop running empty. I feel like I should have reworded these a lot and start saying kind things. Start fueling yourself, continue giving myself rest. Been great about that. You cannot afford to not rest. You can't afford to not rest. You're gonna swerve over in the other lane into a dam through two people's cars and kill everybody, and then it'll be over. You need to rest. Education, leaning into self-love, showing up but focusing on positives. And start. I want to start intentional movement that is, I do a lot of intentional movement, but not intentional as in for me. I've done yoga for years and years, but that's the only movement that I do that's intended to fill my cup and fuel my health and endorphins and whatnot. So have more fun cooking. Living alone don't do much cooking really, but I do like to cook, so I want to have more fun cooking. But to read more, I got some books for Christmas too, and my bestie made me this. No, I just lost my pace. It came out, but I know what page I was on, so it's okay. My bestie made me this. And then my other bestie gave me a series of books. So let me, So, yeah. Read more. Draw. I have, I'm kind of an artist. That's my guy over in Anubis. Then we got the over here. Ooh. And then we got Sea Serpent over there. Ooh. So yes, that would be lovely. Draw something. Put autumn first. You guys, please always put yourself first. I beg you, I plead you. Autumn. See, looking at myself right now. You too, Autumn. Put yourself first. Which I guess really is kind of a continued thing because I have been learning to rest. If you're resting, you're putting yourself first. So, jazz hands to anyone who let themselves rest. Alright, and I ended it off with, so no more work and school. Only school this year. School, school, school. And then the catch at the end. If your habits don't change, you'll have the same year. I can't wait to see what I get into. Anyways, let's go over these questions again. I had what word that came to mind for my new year, 2026? My high times, low times, highlights of 2025, things I learned this year, what I'm proud of, what I'm going to stop, continue, and start. And I hope you guys are excited to see what you get into this year as well.